New year, new car, same old North Kilworth Wharf. It's the 1st of January 2022, just nipped back for the night. We're going to get some battening finished and see if I can do the spray foam. Yeah, new ride sorted, Christmas sorted, house stuff sorted. It's been cold and wet, it's been a month since I've been here. So let's check the boat and then get to work. With the North Kilworth Wharf, where hopes and dreams manifest in front of your eyes. I've already unloaded the car, we'll get set up and get to work. Just put the power on, everything looks good. Everything's dry, all the hatches seem good, the windows seem good. There's no condensation, the mushroom vents, pillars all dry, so that's quite good. Everything feels really good. It's exactly how I left it. So the plan this weekend is to finish off the battening here, clean down all this spray foam that's left and replace the hatch. And then that's the battening finished and we can get on with a little bit of wiring and a bit of lining. So yeah, wicked. Lots of fun, it's nice to be back at the boat. The other hatch framed out. Quite happy with that, it's nice and snug everywhere around. Yeah, I've got to do a load of cleaning back yet, but that's the other hatch sorted out, ready for lining. Wicked. So moving on further down the boat, just got these bits to do, battening and cutting back. We'll get on with that shortly. About 6 o'clock and that is the battening finished. Still got a lot of cleaning down these corners to do, but we're getting ever closer. So that's the whole boat upper and lower battened and ceiling battened. Moving on, we'll clean this down and we'll start looking at what we're going to line it with and laying some wires. Okay. A good way to keep warm on the boat has been sit down till you get cold and then work until you get warm. Just wanted to show you it's not necessarily as easy as it looks. It is a lot of work. And I stood here just going, "Foresty, Forest, he lives in a van," for about 20 minutes. I thought I'd put that on the video. So yeah, we're getting there though. I mean, this is quite a workout, but we are getting there. It's only like 2 more to do, then bits of the ceiling and then touching up as and when we need. There's still a few more to do at the top. And then once all this is done, I want to go around with a can of spray foam and just go in and maybe put a bit behind some of the battens, some of the holes, some of the bits where there's gaps. But yeah, it's going alright. It's not going anywhere near as fast as like Danny or Joe or Will's whereabouts. Or anybody like that. I can't believe how much they're doing in the time they've got. And even like making a narrowboat with Nanny and Grandad, they're ploughing ahead. I haven't really still worked out my layout. I haven't really still worked out what I'm putting on the walls yet. Like if I'm going to clad it or if I'm going to put plywood on. I'm thinking of up and down cladding on the bottom, plywood on the top, just because it'll be easier with the windows, I think, and lengthways cladding on the ceiling. But I still haven't really made up my mind. Let me know what you think. You could go just thin plywood, and then you could have your decorative cladding over the top if you wanted to do like something cool, like diagonal. I mean, the thing is though, I'm in no rush to get this finished. This is my project, you know. This is my. It's like almost like a working holiday. It's like a home away from home, where you come and get sweaty, but also come camping in the woods down by the river. Yeah, I'm a few in now. I'm getting kind of tired of this, but I just thought I'd show you, different from the super, the time lapse. There was a bit of effort involved. Good bit. Yeah, probably way too deep. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks loads of fun on the videos. It looks loads of fun, like you're cutting through, I don't know, candy floss with, I don't know, hot knife. But yeah, it's actually a lot more like cutting through melted marshmallow. There's a lot of resistance. But I wanted the full experience, that's why I didn't do this beforehand and tape them. I wanted the full experience of cutting back the spray foam, doing everything with the boat. So here we are, stupid me, again with my arms up above, waiting for a heart attack. We'll take off down here. Take off there. That take off there. Okay. If you ever worked in a kebab shop, I imagine this is what it's like a lot of the time, just cutting little slivers off. So yeah, it's a bit more labour intensive than it looks. I'll give you that. But then again, I found everything on the boat's a bit more labour intensive than it looks. Got fertiling and grinding the ceiling, that sucked. Quite enjoyed doing the floors. Yeah, another big one for me is figuring out the electrical. If anyone can help with that, let me know. I mean, there's lots of videos. You watch Journey with Jono really for the electrics. I mean, that guy's a genius when it comes to his electrics. Or the redundancy and safety that he has in his system is phenomenal. No wonder he got a job with Victron. I mean, this is easy. Anyone could do this. Still loads down here. Lazy now, I'm taking big chunks off. It's like I'm playing poker and calling every floor. There's still there. Should probably be wearing a mask for this. It's not a very neat job this time. By the time I get a camera out, I'm doing a horrible job. Covered in this stuff. Still some up here. Yeah. Better. Looks like it's coming together a bit now. Cool, that's that one done. I don't have time lapse the rest, yeah, that takes ages. That's all the battening done. All the spray foam cleaned back, you know, with a slight asterisk of we're going to do a little bit more cleaning down as we go. I'm sure we'll find bits and pieces here there that's going to need doing, sealing especially, but for the most part the upper battening is done, and the lower battening is done, and the ceiling battening is done. Oh wow, okay, so we're kind of ready at lining. Oh Jesus, gotta make some decisions now. 5 AM, just woke up to some rain. Quite nice if you're not trying to sleep. Lovely morning here at North Kilworth Wharf. A couple of the fires going in the boats. Feels like a spring morning actually, as opposed to 2nd of January. Yeah, very nice. No dogs going this morning, which is awesome. Sunshiny morning, so I'm a little camp for the night, a little electric heater and a radiator, electric blankets. I'm sure my electricity bill will go through the roof. Just made a coffee. Not a bad night's sleep. Got woken up at about 5 o'clock for the rain. I have noticed that the windows do generate quite a bit of condensation where the metal is touching the outside world and then coming inside, so they get pretty cold and you get quite a bit of condensation on those. So keep an eye on them, try not to put the laptop under it, stuff like that. So, but yeah, I've wiped them all down, I've opened up the hatches and opened up the doors, you know, get some airflow in and get it all dried off. But here's another example of how the condensation sits and beads up on the outer metal but not the inner metal. So, because obviously the inner is not touching the outside metal, so it's not that cold, whereas this metal is straight through to the outside, so that's freezing cold all the time. So that's the temperature of the outside of the boat. So that's where the condensation collects, and little bits on these bits, so you got to watch out for drops and things like that. But yeah, not a bad night's sleep. Like I say, it was nice and warm because of all the heating, a bit loud from the rain, but yeah, it was really good. My plan now for the rest of the day, I think, is to get tidy up, get packed up, ready to go. And before I go, I'm going to go over these gaps down the edges of the frames, and any of these little gaps down the side of the battening, fill them in with some spray foam in a can. So I'm just going to get tidied up, clear up, get all the bedding and everything into the car, and then try and get everything into the middle of the boat and tidy up and put a can of spray foam in the gaps. So let's see how that goes. So the spray foam says to shake it a whole bunch. It comes with these gloves. And it also says for better adherence, use a bit of water. So I've repurposed a de-icer bottle because it's got a spray, and it's also got a stream. So quite handy actually, you know, for a £1 bottle. Pretty good bottle. So this thing says shake vigorously for like 5 minutes, or something like that. Before use, shake times 20. So put the gloves on before we get started. So yeah, in my experience, this is always quite messy. So hopefully with the water it'll stick a little quicker, a little harder. So we'll prime all the bits that we're going to stick with the spray foam. Okay, let's see how we get on. If I remember correctly, speed is the way to go. Yep, very messy. Stuck in better this time though. So just gone round and filled in the hatches that I've reduced in size, so there was a gap around them. And I've just filled in the back of all of these over here, as well as the frame over here. Now I'm going to leave this to set. I'm going to go home, and this will be the first thing I do next time I come back, is just to clean some of this mess up. I mean, it's all over the floor. If I try and pick it up now, it'll just be a nightmare. At the minute it's like hair mousse. Give it another hour and it'll be like polystyrene packing foam. So I'm going to try not to walk that all over the wood, and I'm going to leave it and tidy it up next time. But yeah, it's been nice to be back at the boat. Sorry it's been a month since I've put a video up. Things have been happening. It's been Christmas, I've had to get a new car. Tom moved out, started a new life in Cornwall, so we had to do all the paperwork for the house again. But yeah, as soon as it gets a bit warmer, I think I'll be back. I might not be back for another month or so. Just while we're here, we'll have a quick check up on the boat, see how the paint is. Paint's doing lovely, it's repelling the water well. Still could do with cleaning it all off, and at some point I'm going to have to get a whole bunch of lighter fluid and get all this masking tape off. Don't leave your masking tape, people, it's a nightmare. Yeah, boat's looking good, paint's looking good. It's all doing okay. Don't open this up yet, no doubt it'll be full of water, but that's something to deal with in the spring. Clean it all out, get it all sanded, get it all fur tanned and painted in the engine bay. And we'll work on getting a water pump in there. And also, yeah, can't wait to get on this roof actually, looking forward to that. No, after doing the sides, it shouldn't be too bad, at least we'll be kneeling down on it. That's all the power off, just doing a last check through on the boat, making sure all the windows are shut, putting the boards up back over the hatches, killing the power. But yeah, it's been a good night on the boat. Feels like I got a fair bit done. This lot is a mess as it expands and gets ready. But I'll leave that and clean it all up the next time I come back. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, everybody. There might not be many videos over the next couple of weeks, months, just as it's cold and winter and wet and damp. But as the spring rocks up, I think we'll be here more weekends, trying to get further on with the boat. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you're all having fun, had a good holiday. Yeah, take it easy.